Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a follow-up video to who can represent me and with dealing with IRS or my tax debt. And the last person I forgot to mention is you can represent yourself. There are some reasons why I wouldn't do that. I'll give you a few examples here. Let's say that I don't want to pay an enrolled agent, a CPA, or attorney to help me with my tax debt problem. I want to do it myself. There are reasons why you may want to. If you have a very low tax debt amount, and a CPA, an attorney, or a enrolled agent isn't going to be able to really make it worth it. Let's just say you have like a less than $10,000 bill. They're probably going to charge you $1,000, $2,000 to probably help you with your tax debt problem, but it might not be worth it. Sometimes if you have that low of amount, you can set up an installment agreement yourself, or just go to the IRS website and go to set up an installment agreement, and you can basically do it online for a very simple, probably like 5 minutes to do. But if you do have a larger tax debt amount, and let's just say you still want to represent yourself, there may be some issues. So for example, I had a client who wanted to set up an installment agreement, and she's tried doing it herself. So she basically wrote back a letter saying that, hey, the IRS wanted basically $700 for an installment agreement, and this woman could not pay that because she just bought a house, and we're in Southern California, so it's super expensive to live here. And by the time she took out all of her allowable expenses, she wasn't going to be able to pay $700 a month for this installment agreement. So she went to the IRS and she said, hey, she wrote the letter as you're supposed to, and she said like what the reasons why she couldn't pay it. And IRS came back with, no, actually, we think you can pay $1,000, and you have 30 days to respond to this notice. If not, we're just going to take the $700 as previously mentioned. The client didn't know how to represent her case as well as enrolled agents, CPAs, or tax attorneys who specialize in tax resolutions do. Again, she ended up hiring me, and then we ended up getting that tax bill down to $200 a month, or the installment agreement. Long story short here, another thing that she did while trying to do it herself is she gave the IRS her financials, but she didn't account for everything. She didn't account for Social Security that she was getting. And then she told the IRS agent that, her wage income was the only income that she was getting. But this can lead to, okay, now you're lying on official paperwork and lying to a government agency. And it can basically just ruin any negotiations that you have after that, and it can show the IRS that you're basically trying to lie to them, trying to get a lower installment agreement amount. So a lot of things can hurt you in the end if you try to represent yourself. At least when you work with a representative on your behalf, they're allowed to say, hey, I don't know. I'll get to my client about that. And so you're not lying to the government. And if we make a mistake, we can always say, oh, I messed up. Let me talk to my client, and then we can give you the correct answer. So again, you can represent yourself in IRS matters. I wouldn't recommend it if you have a higher amount. And if you have a lower amount, just go to the IRS website and set up an installment agreement. Again, if you like any of the content or want to hear more, go ahead and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And if you want more tips and strategies, go ahead and go to crushirsanxiety.com. You can get a free copy of my book, and you can basically learn all these strategies tomorrow if you wanted to. And if you need immediate help, go to andrewsamdiego.com. I'd be happy to book an appointment with you. I'll talk to you later.